Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some more Train Sim 2021, and this time we are on the Edinburgh to Glasgow line with this class 57 in Freightliner livery, and this is Freightliner Bond by the looks of things, 57007, and this mission we're doing is called Shunter, and it is 30 minutes long and it is a yellow scenario. Not really played about with the 57 to be honest, but I'm interested to find out and have a go. Again, this is a really dark scenario, so I'm using OBS with some filters to sort of get it looking right, and it's looking better on the video. But before we jump into the cab, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so down below. Alright, let's jump into the cab and see what we've got to do. Okay, so we are inside the 57, and we're going to get some cab lights and some of those, and you can probably see a bit more than me. There's another one going out there with some intermodals, as they call them. Right, so we've got wipers, we've got headlights, I think. Oh, are they the wrong way around? They are. That's where we want them. They're the wrong way around at the moment. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we need to start the engine. So we've got power. I think what we do is we put this to engine only. I think we've got to let it charge up for a sec. That's like the maximum wiper we can go. It's sort of struggling a little bit, but it is what it is. Hit the hot plate. Classic. CRL for options. I don't know what that is, but its vehicle number is 57012. Instrument dimmer. I haven't really used the 57, so this is interesting. Right, I think maybe we can start her. So we're okay, it's all running now. And let's see where we've got to go. So we've got to go down to this and couple some wagons. We're doing a shunting mission, so it's pretty standard stuff. Let's put her into that. We've got the newspaper on the dash there. Let's move that out of the way. I think I've moved it to the other side, but we can get going now that the brakes are off. Look at that. Now, are we... I'm guessing we're stopping. Yeah, we're stopping down here. It's extremely dark and the light keeps flickering on in here. But these 57s were basically bought by private contractors, such as Freightliner, and you know, Freightliner do own Class 66s, but they sort of inherited these older locos, which by this time they were, you know, this is modern day. By this time they were getting on a bit, and they don't really service them as often as they should, mainly because you know, why would you service a loco that's, you know, they probably only use this for shunting and small journeys. The 660s do the bulk of the freight, I've got to make sure that we're going down the right track. Yeah, it looks like it. It says something about manual points for this mission. But I mean, I don't necessarily mind shunting scenarios. It's just I prefer something a little bit different, but it is what it is. I'm speeding here a little bit. That's alright though. I think we can stop anywhere along here, but I'm just gonna get a little bit closer just in case. Not really too sure where we're coupling to. I could probably stop these window wipers now. It doesn't look like it's raining as much. And we're just gonna wait, I think, for this to tell us our next one. Change cabs and collect the rake of container wagons from IM4. Okay. So we're in the opposite cab and it is down there. Let's get some cab lights. And we need to switch this over. There we go. And that's all fine. Okay. So let's just check where we are. We are here. And show task. So IM4 is that furthest one there. So we are set. We are set on that perfectly. Okay. So we can get going on this one. Oh, it's heavy. But once it gets moving though, it does pick up speed quite quick. The 57. You almost have to keep it at 50%, otherwise it just can't sort of pull its own weight here. Bit closer. 57s is quite unique. There we go. So we've got to go back the other way. That's fine. We'll just apply a little bit of brake so we don't go anywhere. And we'll switch cabs again. Like that. And yeah, the lights have changed, which is good. Just watching to see if we get wheel slip on these buttons here, or these lights. We are not, which is good. And we're basically just going to be going back and forth with this. Yeah, I don't particularly like. We got the. Might have the parking brake on actually. Parking brake off. That's probably why it was struggling to get going. We were absolutely just overpowering the brake. But I didn't notice that. It seems that this scenario is a bit more pro. It expects you to know a bit more about the operation rather than just handing you it on a plate. For instance, when you normally do a scenario, it doesn't necessarily ask you to take the parking brake off. But I just noticed that. I think that's off now. It was on. Yeah, I think that's off. I didn't quite notice that. So if you are jumping into a loco, just always check maybe to see if it's got a parking brake. We have got a loco brake, which is off. And that's the emergency brake. Yeah, I think we're okay now. We're just stopping in over here and just save the progress. Yeah, I do like the Freightliner livery. I love it on the Class 6.6s. I thought it said this was 0012. I'm not too sure. But yeah, 57. Just looking cool. Do like 57s a lot. There's like a bit of diesel fumes coming out the top. That's quite cool. This is Freightliner Bond, apparently. This is what this loco's called. But yeah, they you know, private contractors like Freightliner took over a lot of English locomotives, like the 57s. They didn't really inherit them, but they bought a lot of the old stock, which they use for their private operations. You know, Freightliner is a logistics company. Even though they do have some of the newer Class 6.6s, like I said, they use a lot of their old ones. So, for instance, you'll see a lot of, you know, Class 08s with Freightliner livery. A lot of 57s. Just a lot of older stock with Freightliner livery, because you don't normally see 08s on the around anymore, but you will see them on private hands like Freightliner. Okay, so I imagine we're just going to go back and forth until we've got all the containers, basically shunting. They're not too bad shunting missions. Sounds like a phone's going off as well. So we're uncoupling here. Should really check, see if the points are set. So we'll go in there and then we'll be coming back, I think. Excellent. And then we'll be switching cabs and going back the other way, I think, to get some more. Alright, we should be set for these now, properly. Yeah, we are. That's good news. It means that I set them up properly. I'm going to be coming in here about 4 miles an hour. Should be enough speed at 4 miles an hour to couple it. Even though that's not how it works in real life, but in this game, there we go. So we need to change cabs yet again. Are we coupled here? We are. We are indeed. Change cabs, and we are going back down to number 2. So yeah, we're all set there. Yeah, that's one thing you've got to keep in mind is stopping in here, and then we're going back for just another rake by those things. Oh, and that's it. Actually, that's the scenario. We're dropping these off, and that's it. Which is I imagine the next scenario will be us taking these containers to somewhere. Our job is done. We can put on the brakes. We are quite heavy with all this weight behind us, so stopping's going to take some time. We've got plenty of track here. There we go. And I imagine we're uncoupling them here as well. Make sure that a number of the handbrakes are on. Yeah, so it's the same as before. If you want to know how to do that, it's down here on this little tab, and then we can just make sure a couple of these handbrakes are on the loco. Let's do a few at the front, and then we can uncouple. So we are uncoupled. Yep, so we are just completing the scenario by going forwards. Okay, we can do that. And that is the end of the scenario. So we will jump out of here and just fly down here and see it come down the track. Let's just find out what's going on here. We are uncoupled, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Handbrake is not on. There we go. Let's fly over here and just watch it come down. Excellent, look at that. And we're stopping down here. Don't want to come into here too fast. Okay, let's jump out and take our final look, because that is the end of the scenario. So that was the Class 57 in Freightliner livery, and we were on the Edinburgh to Glasgow line, and this was a standard scenario, it wasn't part of the career, and it was called Shunter. And it was quite a good scenario. I really enjoyed the 57 here, and it's always nice to see the Freightliner livery. I think it's really cool. But anyway, if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.